Alright, we're doing another video. So the gasket set that I ordered today came in, or I ordered it a few days ago. Came in. It is a McCord gasket set. It is an old gasket that's been sitting for probably 30 years. And McCord is an old company. I think they may have taken over, or somebody may have taken over McCord, different name, but this is the original aftermarket gasket kit from the late 89 to 94 or something like that, 95. They make good gaskets, and even though it's 30 plus years old, the gaskets still work. The seals are still good. Don't see any cracks. The rubber's still good, flexible. And I bought like three of these sets, 3 or 4 of these sets before over the last 20 years. And they've always been in this condition. This one comes with instructions. First time ever. It's got the original instructions telling me about the head gasket, how resilient it is, and that it holds high pressures to 1500 degrees or something like that. I don't know what it's talking about. But the pan gaskets, these seals always work for me. They seal, they don't leak. And I only paid $54 for the complete set. It does come with a head gasket. And this is an open box, by the way. Somebody opened it, which I can't stand. And they didn't put the seal back in the plastic wrapper. It's been pulled out. But it looks like the gasket's still pliable, still good condition. The head gasket, I think I may have used one of these head gaskets before, I don't remember. But it comes with everything you need. And next, I'm going to show you why I chose to get the timing gear set components or parts, and why I did not choose the newer aftermarket brands like DGI, or there's another couple brands with the distributors' names. They don't actually list the manufacturer's name. They just list the distributors, like 3-letter abbreviation company name. But this is what I was looking at before, and I did end up purchasing this for $25. It's a 3-piece chain and gear set. You can see I purchased it. See if I can get some pictures going here. Oh yeah, there it is, original listing. Okay, I'll blow it up a little bit. It comes with, this is Melling, and there's always the stamp S500, like right there, S500 on these. Now they say this is only for the G180 engine out of the Chevy LUV. And these were also, engines were also, a few were put in the Isuzu Pups in the early days, I think 79 to 82, something like that. They put the G180 engine in up to 82 years. Then 83 to 87, I believe it was like a G200 block, something like that. But they're saying here that this Melling timing set, 3 pieces for the Chevy Love and the Isuzu pickup with the G180 engine, which is the 1.8 liter. And it sure looks like the right gear to me. Camshaft and the crankshaft gear. The timing chain, you know, usually they're a match for these engines. The G series, now remember this is a G series engine for the G180 and G200 block. The G180 has a shorter stroke, and that just means that the stroke is a little shorter in the cylinder. The cylinder is a little shorter. The piston travels a shorter distance. I couldn't tell you the specs right now for the bore and stroke. But I believe I have used these sprockets before. You know, I believe I've used them for the G200 before. Now they say that this is, you know, this is only for the G180. So I would count the teeth and measure the diameter and see if it fits on the camshaft and the crankshaft. I believe this is the same crankshaft sprocket. But I got this because I just wanted to get it to and match it up to the old sprockets, or the other sprocket that I also bought because I may end up using this sprocket instead. And I'm going to tell you why I've got this. I got a couple more purchases on eBay. I got the crankshaft sprocket from Beck Arnley, which is the old aftermarket part from the 80s and 90s. This is a well-known name for these Isuzu pickup trucks. It was $13, $14 for this crankshaft sprocket. And I may end up using this one because I know that I can trust this part to be the right one. It even says 81 to 87. But look at it, it says Isuzu 1.8 liter and 1.9 liter. They're saying this works for both blocks. See, like I was saying before for that Melling, where they said this part only works for the G180. Well, if that's so, why does this one say 1.8 and 1.9? Because it's probably the same one. Okay, so I decided to buy individual component and an individually selected, hand-picked set of parts that I could put together and build my own timing chain set. And this is a good one. This is a high quality part, aftermarket part, from a very reputable company, Beck Arnley, from the early days. Now let's go back and see what camshaft sprocket I bought. Sealed Power. That's also an old reputable name for engine parts. And they do suspension parts too now. Now this looks really high quality. I mean, look at this thing. It looks like it's cast. It's casted or forged or something. It's got a special finish. It looks like cast. But that could just be a finish. I don't know. But doesn't that look like the Melling sprocket? It sure does to me. It's just a different finish on it. But this is another high quality one. It's got a little rust. A little surface rust or pitting. That's not a big deal. That is not a big deal. Oh, look at the gears. The gear tooth ring is perfect. Everything looks perfect. Let's take a look at the other side. Okay, yeah, this looks real good. Now, remember that mark I was telling you about, the S500. Where's that at? See, it has the same marks. It has the same exact marks on. There it is right there, S500. See, that's the right part, even though it has a different stamping MK on this one. Those could just be like the shift markings from the manufacturer or something, or the die or something, the die that they used. Yeah, this one looks really nice. Now I'm probably going to end up using this one. It just looks really solid, man. Look at that thing. It's excellent. Nice piece. And it also says 82 to 87 Chevy Isuzu 1.92 liter. So the crankshaft sprocket, it is identifying this for the 1.92 liter engine, 82 to 87. The crankshaft sprocket and this camshaft sprocket. Now the one that I'm really excited about to show you guys is the timing chain that I selected for this hand-picked set. And how much did this cost me? $15 for the crankshaft sprocket. $15 for the camshaft sprocket. So I got $30 into these two gears. $30. Now let's look at the timing chain. This is what I'm really excited about. This is a very high quality timing chain. Why do I say that? It doesn't say what brand it is, but look at here. Made in Japan. Okay. And most people know that Japan makes high quality engine components. Now look at this. Look at this chain. Look at the quality of this chain. Look at the links. Okay, look at the links. Look at the pins. The pins that have been they've been pressed down on the edges to lock the links together from coming off. See, they're peened, like peened, like they look like peened with a ball peen hammer or something, where it squishes the end of the pin like a mushroom. That is quality right there. Look at how accurate they did that. A lot of the chains that you see from these other manufacturers, they don't have that peening on the edge like that, like it was machined. It was pressed by a machine, precisely pressed on those two spots. Oh yeah, I like this. That is a high quality chain right there. It's a little more expensive, $40. Okay, but that's the one that I would get right there, made in Japan. The other ones might be made in India. Look at the packaging for this thing. Look at the paper that they wrapped it in. Look at the way it's wrapped in the paper. Look at the way they wrapped that. Very nice packaging. That's from the factory. The box, made in Japan. The box is in very good condition. This thing is in really good condition. Nice timing chain. You know this is going to last under pressure. So I got the timing chain, $40, $30, $70 altogether. Okay, if you want quality performance, you're gonna have to pay a little extra so you can have a little confidence and comfort in knowing that you're going to have a reliable, lasting running engine. So between the Melling set that I showed you and this hand-picked selected parts set, I'm going to have to go with this one. The Beck Arnley crankshaft gear and the sprocket, the main Japan timing chain, Beck Arnley crankshaft sprocket, and the Sealed Power camshaft sprocket. Man, that is a solid unit. And so that's all I got for you right now. I'm just showing you, how I chose the timing gear set and chain for the best quality in manufacturing. Now let's go look at another chain. Now let me see here. Let's look at this Melling chain, see what it looks like. Just out of curiosity. So here's the Melling chain. Oh, look at this. That's a little bit different, isn't it? Look at that. Did they squish the pins, or is that some sort of like rivet? I have no idea. Actually, I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this except maybe a bicycle chain or something. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever used a timing chain from Melling before, to tell you the truth. Let's see if we can find another chain. Or actually, let's not. Let's just, I think we'll just call it quits here. I think we've seen enough, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got a little bit of information out of it. So I hope you guys have a nice day and take care.